Hello, everybody. I didn't block anybody. What it is people who have been blocked previously have all started coming in and saying, I've been blocked, I've been blocked. No, we haven't. You were blocked weeks ago. So why don't you shut your mouths? Okay. I did kick Tori out of the box, okay? Because I don't like her. She had a lot to say about me.
Say it as it is, Chester. Go on.
I don't know what it is, though.
A couple of weeks ago. So why should I hire? If I'm a moderator and I see that little no profile bitch come into the line, I'm gonna get rid of it. Get me? Because I don't like her. So there you go. Anyone?
Get our heart meeting, please, guys.
It's an absolute.
I'll do one.
Presley! Yay!
No, you're not relevant anymore, darling. Get out of here. You and your little friend, get out. You're not relevant anymore. Nobody cares. Get out of here. Come in.
Oh, thank you, Presley. Love yous. Chester, let's not, darling.
You said nobody was that. Because Natasha, that's what has got. I was saying, I was going to say no, but I was not going to call. You okay? No, not really, because I'm getting accused of being a racist when I'm not a racist. What was the mission? Literally just asked why. You just said nobody. Not N. Well, N, nobody. And that's for Paige saying that when she come in my live, and I told her, and she turned around and saying that when she come in my live, I told her to go and eat a banana is an absolute fucking lie. I did not say that at all. And she knows damn well I didn't say that. So don't come on here lying, darling, just to try and make the situation a lot worse. I don't know, I should have just said it, but 100% guys, I was not saying the N-word. Live that day you did say about the banana. Yeah, but I did not say it was banana, but I did not go and tell her to go and eat a banana. I did not tell Paige to go and eat a banana. Yeah, guys, can we stop muting for a second, please? Sorry. I was saying nobody. The word was going to be nobody. It was not going to be the N. I don't know why I stopped Amy. I just said absolute N. And I was meaning nobody. I was not going to say the N word. People who I don't like me have just got it and twisted it. I don't know why I didn't just say it. I should have, Jen, I should have just said it. I don't know why. I should have just said nobody. I don't know why, guys. I should have said it just saying N. But you think it's live? You think it's live? Or has it taken? Well, it hasn't really took a full day, has it? Hasn't really took a full day. Basically, what people are doing is, basically, you just jumping onto the next bandwagon. You twisted my words. That's what you've done. You twisted it. And all because it says N, you thought I was saying the N word when I wasn't. Can you unmute exposed? Can we please unmute exposed, please? You honestly have to cheat. Yeah, I do have to cheat to show my face because I haven't said anything. So what did the N mean? The N mean nobody, Pickle. Nobody. As you think it was? You think it was then? That's just you. You think it was? What? I do take responsibility. I know, guys, the video does look bad. I can't say that it doesn't. I cannot say that it doesn't. It does look bad. I've watched it numerous of times today. And, yeah, it does look bad. And I understand if someone else was watching it, what it would look like. So...
Hi, Chester. I seem to have gifted you there rather than guessed. I'm really sorry about that. I just, obviously, people are saying, look, you're saying you deny things and whatever. I just, if genuinely, Chester, if you don't mind me just asking, like, we know Torian's quite a strong character, as in, you know, she's really, you know, she's happy to have her discussion, but do you recognise that she's not even able to speak right now? Like, she's really, really upset.
I will apologise, Torian. I will apologise.
Is it worth you coming off and reaching out to Torian?
What's that, sorry?
Is it worth you coming off then and reaching out to Torian? Because I just don't know if everyone else matters. I think right now it's just
Torian wants to
really
message me privately, speak to me, I will speak to Torian and I will apologise for the live yesterday and what I said to her, and apologise for kicking her out the boxes in Luke's, and also if she thought that when I said absolute N, I meant the N word when I didn't.
Okay, and that's, you know, and that's the thing. I think that's a discussion for you and Torian. It's just people are saying you're saying it wasn't racist and stuff, and I just have saw Torian, who is, she's just right now, she's really broken. She's really broken.
No, I will talk to Torian. If Torian wants to speak to me, I will talk to Torian and I will apologise.
Okay, I just definitely doubt that she'd want to do it on live, though.
Okay, that's fine. It's Torian's...
I think if you reach out, I don't know if you have contact with her, but I don't know her that well, but I've not seen her like this before.
Okay, I will apologise to her.
I think I saw Chester, because Marcel, I'm sure I saw you in the comments. Are you able to just privately reach out to Torian and see?
Yeah, I'm going to do that now. If
she's happy to hear from Chester, but if she's happy to hear from Chester, but if she's happy to hear from Chester, but if I'll drop. Thanks for letting me in.
Paige, where are you?
What the hell's going on?
Paige, yesterday, basically, Luke was live and I was out, and I'll admit I was kicking her out the boxes in Luke's because of what happened not long ago. And I did go on live saying I didn't like Torian, and I did call her nobody, and as I was saying, I said an absolute N, and basically it's been twisted thinking that I have turned around and said...
Oh my God, you know what you meant. You didn't say nobody until your comments...
AJ, it was nobody. It was, I would never say or call
But you didn't
anybody.
say that till your comments said the word nobody. Why do you think it's acceptable to kick her out of Luke's box as well when she's talking about stuff like that?
Because of what she was like a couple of weeks ago with us all.
Doesn't matter. If Luke's let her in the box, why are you dropping her? I'm confused. Why are you using a personal issue? And then trying to say that you're not saying the N-word, or expect us to believe that you're not saying the N-word, etc., when you've already said that you've had a personal issue and kept dropping it from a box that weren't even...
Yeah, but I would never call the N-word. There's a big difference.
Why didn't you say nobody then?
I've never used that word.
And do you know what it is, Chester, yeah? If it was anyone else, maybe they'd have a bit more understanding, and maybe like, oh, they could have meant this, they could have meant that. You're the same guy that was just throwing at the bananas and that, mate. So are you really surprised why people are sitting there saying, how dare you say this towards Torian? Because
you're the
same guy 2 weeks ago that went viral for being racist.
I understand why. And as I said, I will apologise to Tori, and she thought I was saying the N-word towards her, when I wasn't. It was a nobody word I was going to use.
Have you watched
not
the video?
word. Well, see, I've watched the video loads of times.
Have you not seen your face when you said it? You was like, she's a complete N, and then you gave her a look of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it was going to be an absolute nobody, not the N-word. I would not call
Why
somebody
did you say,
out
okay, but you're not
the
allowed to
N-word.
say the N-word, but you're allowed to say
wouldn't.
nobody.
Paige, I would not call somebody the N-word on a live or to anybody, even in the street, off cam. I'd never say that word.
You're not allowed to legally say the N-word, yeah? But you are illegally allowed to say the nobody. Why would you... So if you're allowed to say nobody, but you can't say the N-word, of course, everyone's going to know exactly that you meant the N-word and you didn't mean nobody because you can say nobody.
The N-word of nobody. So,
but you can't say that but the N-word is known saying she's an absolute N. You would have just said nobody.
I know I should have just said nobody. I don't know why I just stopped at N. I shouldn't have stopped at N. I should have said the full word. I understand that. I have seen it.
I know exactly why you stopped at N. Like I said, it's an illegal
I
word
wasn't
that you
using
can't
that
say.
word. That's just everyone putting it in.
But
That's
you
what
also
people
say, man,
twisting
that
it.
said that people need to stop policing the internet and you should be able to say whatever words you want. Monkeys, black, this. Do you not remember?
No, everybody was coming towards me and said, though, we feel like on this app you can't say anything lately. Anything on this app. That's what they was coming up and saying.
So why can't you say the word
They were scared
nobody?
of saying anything about colours, any colours. They were scared about saying anything about
But you're not, are you?
animals.
You're not clearly scared until the next day. I feel like when you're pissed, you're a different person and you cannot handle the smoke that you get the next day. You know exactly what you meant. Like, your energy towards me when I first met you was very different when I met you. When you were sober, you were given, were very much within yourself, not necessarily scared, but you did not have the same energy. When you was drunk, you were very much like, oh, end this and monkeys, I can say this and I can say that. And you just said you don't care how people think. So I don't get why you're trying to imply that. You know what it is. The fact that you're trying to imply that it was something else, I feel like, is going to make you look like more of a racist bigot than anything else because, yet again, it's deflecting and going around the whole aspect of the first place. The word nobody is not illegal. It's not like a scary word or a word that we don't use. Like, you can very much say it and it would very much roll off your tongue, especially if you had a drink, very easily. You wouldn't have to sit there and code the word anybody. What you would have to code is racism or the N-word, which is clearly what you've done. Because what's the difference between you and Torian? Who are you then?
There is nothing different between me and Torian.
So why is she a so-called nobody? If that's what you was just implying a nobody, what's it got to... Who are you? You're just a mod. You only got crap from being a mod. No one knows you apart from modding for other people that are on this app due to, situations and gossip. Like, you are a nobody. So if that's what you meant and implied, I don't understand why you would say it when you're a no one yourself. But what you're not is black. What you're not is black. So it implies that you would be calling her the N-word.
I was not saying that I was calling her the N-word.
Look, listen, you're a nobody and say she's a nobody. You say you're both
We're
nobodies.
both nobodies then.
No, but you didn't say we're both nobodies. You said you're a complete N-word, right? You're a complete nobody. You're trying to imply.
That was all.
But what you are is not black.
Absolute nobody.
And Torian is. So you're an absolute N. Is very much. You know exactly what you said. And if it was anyone else, I'd be like, okay.
That's people twisting it to make it out like I said N for that word. No, it wasn't. It was not going to be that word. It was going to be absolute nobody.
So why don't you say nobody?
I don't know why I stopped. I've told you that, Paige. I don't know why I just stopped. I just said N.
It's giving you stop because you was going to say and then you stopped because you didn't want to say the full word. Because it's the same situation. You said the same thing before. With the banana thing, until I come up and I explained it, and I had to kind of put you in your place and say, yeah, you did say it like this, and you know you was because I was in the comments. You very much implied, even Pearl opened her mouth and said that you had a banana for your lunch. You was on live, already eating a banana for lunch, and that's why you ate the banana video. Until the live came out and the replays finally came back, and it showed that you went up to get one and then said, I haven't had a banana for a year. You're doing the same thing now. It's that same excuses.
Well, excuses. I've never used the word in my life, and I wouldn't call it anybody.
But the same way we're not going to believe you because you told everyone
what?
that you were eating a banana on your lunch.
Well, why are you talking about the banana issue?
Because I'm saying it's the whole element of
why are we bringing up 2 months
because
ago?
patterns of behaviour in terms of racism
We're all about
is very
this
important,
thing, aren't we? So that's what I'm on here to talk about.
Patterns of behaviour.
I'm on here to talk
in
about
correlation to racism is very important.
I'm on about to talk about yesterday.
But I'm telling you why if you listen, Chester, because of that situation, this is why no one cares or believes you in this situation. Because you're displaying a pattern of racist behaviour.
I was not going to say the M-word. I know that I was not going to say the M-word. I was going to say, do you know what I mean? Nobody, so...
It's a pattern of racist behaviour, Chester, and you can see it yourself. Clearly.
Yeah, you're the stretching because I said, "Oh, you finished."
Are you finished? So what's going to go? Are you? Because I heard that before I came to the club. You didn't care about Torian. Torian's been crying, and I heard you said I don't care.
Apologise, it's great, and I was taught to. Piss off, Zach. I will apologise to Tori. I will reach out to Tori and I'll apologise to her.
How many? Are you still Luke's mod?
No.
Good. Because it's a pattern of behaviour at this point.
I'm not Luke's mod. I haven't spoke to Luke.
So how would you kicking him? How would you kicking Torian out the box then?
I was mute yesterday. I'm not a mod today.
Oh my god! So you was mod up until yesterday. Right. Okay. And then this is the whole reason it started. So you got riled up. So you got what did Torian? Did you get riled up because she was in the box?
I was unmodded late last night.
Did you get riled up because she was in the box? No, he doesn't understand how upset Torian is at all.
Because I think, why is she jumping in the box?
But what, on Luke's live?
Yeah.
So why don't you go?
Wasn't long ago she was slagging them all off.
Why don't you slag Luke off then? Call him a fake hypocrite or a traitor or whatever. Why? What's it got to do with Torian? It's not
I haven't known that Luke left to him.
It's not your platform. So why you? Like, my point wasn't dropping her in the first place. That shows clearly even more patterns of racist behaviour because it's giving weird. Anyone's allowed to
I was jumping in the box and she was a moderator. She'd do exactly the same to me.
Well, she hasn't. You've been around. You've been in boxes. There's been loads of racists in our boxes. She doesn't drop them at all. And she's got mod powers to drop and she's never done that, no. So incorrect yet again based on assumptions on people that you do not know, which is exactly what you just said for us not to do to you.
Paige, I'm just going to apologise to Tori. I did not mean it, guys. I was not going to say the M-word. Guys, I was not going to say the M-word. Guys, I was not going to say the M-word.
Because you all sat there and enabled racism for far too long. You could tell me that the sky is blue and I don't believe you, okay? I care about my good friend Torian because she has been exposed to racism in 2024 on the internet.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. So regardless, this is very important. And if you want to sit on the internet and pretend like you care for people and care about equality and etc., then you need to do more than just sit there. You're saying I'm going to apologise, but then at the same time you're saying that you didn't mean it as that. So what are you apologising for her assuming it to be something else? So you're gaslighting her and saying, I apologise for something that you think I might have said, not what I have said.
Well, yeah, because she thought I was going to say that word when I wasn't.
Why did you ask people to screen record it? Pick up, Marshall.
I don't remember asking people.
People are saying that. Did you have a lot to drink yesterday or something? I'm so confused.
No, I had a couple of pints. That was it.
How come no one can remember the next day? I had like 4 bottles of Prosecco yesterday. I remember everything. I'm really confused.
Well, I just said I had a couple of about 3-4 pints.
So you don't remember asking for it to be screen recorded?
No,
before?
I don't.
Right, okay. It's very convenient.
No. So, there's another.
You don't speak for my people, you're a bully. I don't know who you are. So South Park lovers, I speak for myself and my friend. But thanks for the comment.
Paige, thanks for popping up there. Chester, yeah, I think, because you also about why is Paige mentioning about the previous comments, but what it sounds like so far is there's a hatred for Torian. You've mentioned about this sort of banana comment, and then yesterday, the comment is that you plan to say something controversial, and you asked for screen recorders to come in and capture that.
No.
But can you see how that for everyone sounds massively terrible.
Yeah, no, that's not true, Jake.
Okay, well, I can only take your word, but do you get the point though? If it
Yeah.
people like
Don't
you
let that
going, right, you know what, I'm going to say something to Torian now. Can we get everyone in? Can we get all the recordings in? And then Paige's issue is for Torian, she is absolutely broken because she's persistently getting racially abused on a social media website.
No, I understand. I understand where you're coming from, Jake. And as I said, I will reach out to Torian.
Paige, can I just ask you on that one then? So is that something that Torian is happy with? Is that something she wants?
Yeah, I feel like you should message her behind the scenes, but I think you should also, if she goes live, etc., have the cojones to go into her live or
will do.
Publicly apologise, because what you keep doing, and you did this last time, is why I'm annoyed, because you sounded like, I can't argue with no one because I didn't mean to offend no one. You've done this last time. You did exactly the same thing last time. And how many times are you going to literally sit there
but she thinks
and
no one
racially
said the
offend
N-word
people?
when I wasn't.
You don't know how it feels, Chester, you're a white male. No, you don't know, as a black woman, coming onto the app to talk about our life experiences and constantly be met with, go and eat a banana, go back to your own country, she's an absolute M. No, you don't know how that feels. Ever. You won't know how that feels at all. And instead of sitting there and understanding maybe and trying to help out in any kind of way, you're perpetuating racism even more on this app by allowing your little followers and all your little whingy minions in the comments that are going, you're so amazing, Chester. Ignore Torian. You all came out of a woman. Remember that. You all came out of a woman, so black or white. The fact that so many of you are so disrespectful and disregarding to another woman's feelings when she's done nothing wrong is disgusting.
And Paige, can I just say, because you're right, I don't understand, but I think having spent time with you in your life and Torian hers and others, is that we can see some of the impact of how it does affect you every day, and that's why you talk about it and that's why you want to. And then there are people in your comments who say they can't talk about it because it's happening every day. They then don't also want to debate it with other people. And I think that's why I want to share. And I think that's why I want to share. And I think that's why I want to share. And I think that's why I want to share people's wake-up call that this isn't a joke. It's serious stuff.
Some of you cry on here about the weeklies. It's pathetic. It's ridiculous. And you disgust me. So many of you disgust me. I've seen people cry about Live Pro. I've seen people on this app cry about Live Pro, cry about weeklies, and people are giving them sympathy. And that's absolutely fine. If people have worked hard on that app, and they've got a good support around them, and they're upset about it, give them the sympathy. Everyone's allowed and deserving of sympathy. But I can't see how, when you compare the two, that there's people that are getting sympathy from the weeklies and people that are sitting there and getting the complete opposite. They're getting gaslit in terms of racism. And when they're upset about that, we're not allowed to cry about it.
Do you know what it is, Chester? I think with it breaks me to see my friend this upset. And trust me, like everyone said, Torian is a very strong woman. Like, she is stronger than probably any of the girls that are on here on this app that talk about some of the most controversial, some of the most horrific kind of topics, because racism is horrific at the end of the day. Nobody wants to sit here, black or white, and wants to speak about it and the struggles. Do you know what I mean? It is triggering and it is hard for us to talk about, but she does it. And trust me, I honestly, close doors, I take my hat off for you for pressing live all the time, and to be attacked by you the way that you did. Yeah. I think that's what you don't probably realise, is how much of an impact it has to call someone the N-word. It's dehumanising us. It's giving us less value as a human compared to you as a white man. It's making us feel like we're inferior. It's making us feel like we don't matter. And that really hits home for us. Do you know what I mean? And that's the bit that I feel like people on this app really don't realise when we're sitting here day in and day out talking about racism.
I know, Chester,
but that's the thing, Chester.
Like, get your hands off the comments. What are you, like, you're too in a clouty. What the fuck do you get what the comments are saying about you? If people like you or dislike you, that's how you know it's an issue.
Chester, honestly, ignore your comments.
Like,
you know what it is,
giving like
Chester,
you're a little kid at school who's been taken to assembly.
You had 3 ladies in the box yesterday, and one of them was egging you on. Why? Why is she egging you on?
What's that, sorry?
Wait, can you hear me? Oh, my
Yeah,
connection's
it just
bad.
keeps going on and off.
No, I was just saying, like, just leave the comments alone because the comments are going to be your downfall. Because yesterday you had 3 girls in your box and the 3 girls did not really seem to care. One of them being the one that was egging you on to say what you were probably going to say. Do you know what I mean? So thank you for turning the comments off, because the comments are the one that's going to be your downfall and actually make you probably cancelled from this app. And I'm not saying that you don't know better. I'm not saying that you're sitting here naive and stupid. You do know better, Chester. You know that that was out of order. You know that that was racist and the intention you had in saying that. But now what you need to do is public disrespect. You have to now apologise publicly. You have to go into Torian's live and you have to... Yeah, like, it's clear.
We'll go into Torian's live.
The first time I said to you... Yeah,
Han,
absolutely.
You can work on. Is that something you can speak to Torian about? Then? Only just because if that's what is a good outcome here, is that Torian genuinely explains to him what the hell is going on and actually gets an understanding of
A million percent. But can I just say that it's not towards you, Jake? You know, I love you. It does my head in. Why, guys? Why should she fucking have to? You clearly done something that's got racist connotations. It's mass and, like, you know, it's very much universally known that racism is not okay. Why does the girl have to come on stage and sit there crying her eyes out? I'm not saying that he shouldn't have to come and speak, but I'm saying, because that's what Chester's saying, I'll come into Torian's life. No. Why does she have to over-explain herself for you to understand the implications of what you said and done? Stop deflecting. You are clearly a racist. You don't give a fuck about the conversation. Your eyes were more heavily fixated on the comments and what people were saying about you as an egotistical male than anything else. Wrong. You was. Look at your face. Chester, I could just shake you sometimes. You were staring at the comments. You was in the comments staring, muting. And then you were like, oh, what's this? You were scrolling and reading through your comments like there was no more. I could see your eyes, where your eyes were looking.
Paige, my question was genuinely earlier on was about whether actually she'd be even open to a messaging, because if I was so insulted by someone, I personally wouldn't want to hear from them. But my question was just like, genuinely, is there a sense here though that you think Chester can learn and change, or is it a case of leave it alone and stop messaging Torian?
I think he's racist through and through. I think no, he's not going to learn and change because he's done it multiple times. I think you
Chester, it's because it's happened a second time. It's because it's happened a second time. And the first time, I was one of the people that came into the box I think it was, I don't know whose box it was, and I explained to you, look, if you don't understand the meaning of some of the things that you say, and it is lack of education, reach out to us, come jump in our lives when we're talking about race, and it isn't an argument and it isn't a debate, and it's just a conversation, and you didn't do that. And now you've had a little bit of alcohol, been on live, and then said something 10 times worse than what you said before.
And do you mind me asking, Chester, do you Paige's obviously just said she feels this is you, this is who you... Do you like that? Do you like that?
No.
Does it feel nice?
Well, I'm not a racist, I don't know.
But how do you feel about that being the...
I don't like it.
That's who you are, like...
I don't... I'm upset to feel that she feels that way.
And what do you think could change that?
Maybe start tuning into Paige's, Torian's, stuff like that to measure. I'm not a racist.
So you're saying you want to change that perception of you?
Is that what people think? Yeah.
Han, I'm sorry to put down. Just you're the only other one in the box now. Do you think
that's what people think, Jake?
Do you think there's merit in it?
Yeah. Of course, I'd like to change that.
But how are you going to change that if you've done it a second time now? It's like the whole Pearl situation all over again. Like, we're sick and tired.
Yeah, but Hannah wasn't going to say the N-word.
Yeah, but we're tired of giving people the benefit of the doubt on this app. Yeah, and we did last time.
Darling, I was going to say nobody.
Yeah, but you would have said nobody. Nobody is in a sense.
I don't know why I just stopped. I just said absolute N, that's it.
But you knew what you were saying.
This is what I mean, but I thought everybody would know that this is what I usually say, absolute N, meaning absolute nobody. I didn't know that because, do you know what I mean, people change it then, think I was going to say that when I wasn't.
So why didn't you just say nobody? That's the thing.
I
Like,
don't know why. I know, and I should have just said nobody. I should have
I
just
don't
said it.
understand. Chester, listen, I think that the best advice I can give you without trying to get angry and scream down the phone, because honestly, I don't have the energy, but is for you to either take time off the app and try to reflect on what you've said on this app, because it goes deeper than just you opening a live, drinking and saying something. It actually affects Torian's real life. The girl's going on holiday on Wednesday and she's in tears. Like, she couldn't stay in the box. And that's my friend off the app, Chester, and it breaks my heart to see her like that and get the hate that she does. And there's a difference between just getting hate and then being called something that's really, really definitely racist. Do you know what I mean? And from somebody that really didn't even do anything to you. Like, she didn't really do anything to you for like you to say that. It was completely unwarranted. So I think for you, it's either stop drinking and coming on the app, or come off the app and reflect your actions.
But even if Torian did do something, you don't turn to racism, do you?
No, nobody should. Nobody should. And it's a pattern of behaviour now, because it was with Pearl. I was drunk. The second time, I didn't know what I was saying. First time, it was I was angry because I've got an issue with Laura. There's always a justification. And that's what we're tired of. Yeah, but do you know what? Your mods and your supporters say otherwise, and I'm sorry. You're good as what your mods and your people say, and it's disgusting that there are people in your comments now saying, "Oh, but Torian this, but Torian that." No, there's no justification for what you said, and we're tired of trying to give people the benefit of the doubt on here and trying to educate. Because if education is now leading to you guys doing it again and again, now who fixes our wounds? Who sits there and makes sure that we're okay off the app? Nobody. Do you know what I mean? And that's the biggest, hardest thing on this app. It's like no one actually checks for us. No one actually cares how it affects us. I don't get emotional because I don't want to see my friend like that. I don't want to see my friend like that, and it's not fair. The girl has been on lives fighting racism day in and day out, way more than I have. And it's like, to see her that upset, not even being able to say in a box, Chester, it's not fair. Like, you creators need to take accountability. I'm sorry. And it's like, I don't understand how time and time again, we've got to sit in a box and be called in a box to educate people. But then that education goes to waste because it's the same thing again. It's like a never ending cycle. And
that's why I come in. I come in because of the impact on Torian. Torian breaking down in that live before. But Chester, I'm going to drop. But I think you're saying you're going to actively try and seek out education. You're going to try and understand and learn.
Yeah, well, Jake.
Okay, all right.
And Chester, please stop dropping Paigey, because she's entitled to be angry.
I know she's
you have
entitled
to get her
to
back in. Yeah, but you have to firm this, Chester. If we come at you and cuss you, and do you know what I mean? We have every right to. We're angry. So let her back in the box and let her be the way that she wants to be. Thank you.
Okay.
Can I quickly say something?
Hi, Angie.
Chester, yeah, hi. You I didn't know this, but Paigey Baby said that you asked someone to screen record it. So that's a little bit odd for me. Can I ask you, have you done this for a reaction?
No, I haven't, Angie.
Okay,
No,
just hear me out, because you didn't say the whole word, yeah? And I kind of just feel that in some ways you kind of maybe knew what you were doing, because you said absolute N, where you can actually, kind of take that back and say, I meant actually nobody. I didn't actually mean it as the slur, the word, because somebody did say to me, you did say after that, oh, you meant nobody, absolute nobody. So I'm wondering, because you didn't say the actual word, that maybe you knew what you were doing, so you said absolute N, so you knew in your head that you can actually...
I didn't, Angie.
The reason I say that, because we've all heard about what the Alex...
I said...
okay, that's fine, Chester.
I just said absolute N.
Yeah, okay.
But me not in my head knowing, I'm saying absolute nobody.
Yeah. Because we all know about the Alex and Kelly's situation and all of that. And, I do feel that some people, because I'm very controversial myself, I said a lot of shit, but a lot of the things I say is about myself. What I was going to say is, and I do feel that some people on here might be copying other people to get that attention. A lot of attention was on Kelly, Alex, and that. I think they did get a lot of viewers from that. I think they even got gifted from that. God knows that's shameful, that people that are gifted for that. And I don't know if people are trying to be that controversial kind of person and to be a certain way and to be out there, cause reactions and all that to get the viewers.
Angie, I get where you're going. I still don't understand the full Alex and Kel thing.
I don't understand why you didn't say this
I haven't
word.
watched any of it.
Yeah,
heard
Chester,
a lot about
my problem with you is I don't know, I'm not saying you should have said this full word, but I don't understand why you didn't say the full word.
I know, I don't know
in
why.
my head, I'm wondering if the reason why you said absolute N, because you, in your head, you thought, well, this is going to be screen recorded, it's going to get out on TikTok, it's going to get out on TikTok, and I can actually take that back and say, well, I meant nobody. I didn't mean actually as the word slur.
No, it wasn't planned or anything like that or anything.
And my second question, please don't take offence to this. Do you have learning difficulties?
No, I don't. I have a stutter though.
Yeah, and thirdly, I've never seen you in this way. I've been watching you a while. You've been on the app for a while. I didn't even know you like to drink. I mean, I drink. I'm not going to criticise you for that. Yeah. So I don't know if there's something happening in your life. You've got some issues, and you just stop caring, because I see you on the FYP a lot more than I used to. So I don't.
That's why I said I'm disappointed. Yeah, I agree, Angie, because that's why I said I was disappointed, because I was like, wait, what, Chester?
Yeah, all of a sudden, you're
do you know what I mean? It was a bit of
a.
I didn't see that one coming. Do you know what I mean? Anybody else, I would have been like, do you know what? Yeah, Pearl, okay, fine. But with Chester, I was like, nah, can't.
No,
be.
yeah.
I don't know
Chester,
what it is.
so
I don't know
if something's going on here.
No, everything's okay, Angie. It was just, Angie, no, it wasn't planned or anything yesterday.
Sorry, Han, I didn't mean to talk over you then.
It was, no, it was a mistake, Angie. Do you know what I mean? Me, in my head, what I was saying was an absolute nobody. And I don't know why I should have just...
Chester, why didn't you use the word nobody?
Because usually I've said it a few times, Angie, in my life.
Chester, come on. I'm not, listen, I say how it is. I'm not...
Yeah. I know you do, Angie, I know you do.
I know, if I said, even if I'm drunk, I would say you're an absolute nobody. I wouldn't say you're an absolute N. Come on.
Yeah, no, I've said it. And I understand why. I watched it a couple of times today, Angie, and I understand why people are upset with it.
No, Chester, I'm sorry, I don't buy it. I don't. I'm not trying to hate on you, but I say it how it is. When you said absolute N, you would have said absolute nobody. You would have said the full word. You didn't. You said absolute N. You know what you were doing, Chester, I think.
No.
Do you know what made it worse, Chester? You know the girl that was in the box next to you, JD, that we spoke to earlier in the other live? She responded straight away after that. If you notice in the screen recording, she said, Chester, let's not do that. Let's not do that. If really, that's the girl that's your mod, okay? If
she's not my moderator. She never has been.
Oh, okay. She
never has been the moderator for my life.
JD, when she responded and said, let's not do that, Chester, let's not do that, she even knew what you meant by that. She wouldn't have said that she knew what you said was nobody.
If I start going on about
the Chester, it's just
Paige, baby, I'm going to drop now. I'm going to come off now. Can I just say one thing before you start? Someone has actually just made it, because I'm on my other live, made a comment and said that you said the word nobody. You said the full word multiple times on the build up to saying the absolute N. So I'm sorry. I'm going to go with what I think. That you did not mean absolute nobody. You meant the slur. I think you've done it for a reaction. You never said the actual word. Yeah, because you know in your head you can take that back if you have to.
Do you not think there's face as well? When he said absolute N, did you see the face and like the fake hair?
Yeah,
he done, like the side eye, like he knew what he was saying.
I'm going to drop down. But I do feel I know what you. I think you know what you're doing, Chester. You've done it for a reaction, for the attention, because you would have said that full word. You didn't, and I don't understand why. Not saying that you should have, but I think that you wanted to take it back the next day. Well, I can just say no. I can just say this or that. Do you get what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah, a bit of a cover up. Yeah, alibi kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
So you basically pre-planned to be racist, but you've just done it in a smart way where you can gaslight people the next day and try and convince them that you didn't say what you said.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Just like with the banana.
Not at all, Paige.
But that's what it is. That's clearly what it's implying. You can sit there and say not at all. That's like me saying going into court and saying, no, I never hit that person. I never hit that person.
Paige, you're allowed your opinion on it, and I'm accepting that. If that's what it looks like to you, that's what it is to you. But I can only say that it wasn't. None of it was planned whatsoever or anything like that.
You're just very sinister. Has anyone ever said that to you before, Chester? There's something very sinister about you. You have like a very, I don't know what it is. You are the kind of person that I would be scared to like know what your genuine ideologies and thoughts were. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's given when I say check hard drive, I don't mean nothing to do with like children and stuff. I mean, like, I can see that. I feel like you'd be some far right extremist. I don't know what your basement looks like. Your book collection would be scary and wild. I feel like you would like all the ex-serial killers, them kind of things. Like, you're very sinister, Chester. And you are very racist. I am going to drop down now, but what you're not going to do is run around and keep sitting there saying, oh, I'm going to apologise because you may have felt offended by something you thought I've said. We know what you said. Your clear patterns of behaviour clearly shows that you're not only a racist enabler, you are racist yourself. I think actually you are one of the biggest undercover racists on this app.
Okay.
More so than certain people that we've been calling out. I feel like you in the background have been sitting there going more ha 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 ha, clapping your little hands, getting all excited when pals screaming orangutan, when DJ's talking about African spitting. I can see you going woo 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 like a fucking seal in the background, mate. Fix the fuck up, and I hope very much soon people see you for what you are, and you'll be taken off this app because I think you're a very dangerous individual. Han, I love you. Don't stay in here too long, please. Rest up.
Same to you, darling, as well.
Energy.
We'll see your
Goodbye.
true colours soon.
Yeah, I'm going to drop down, Chester, but yeah, just think about what you said and definitely apologise to Torian publicly.
I apologise to you, Han.
All right.
Right, I love you. Hi, Sandy. Right, guys, I'm going to go. Oh, that's fine, Amy. So, I've had my say on it, and guys, I was not being racist at all. I was saying, and nobody.